Well, I guess we did not have to wait until Monday's legal tampering, Dolphins fans. The fireworks have already started. Sunday afternoon, Miami Dolphins acquire Jalen Ramsey from the Los Angeles Rams. I'm going to be probably a little bit all over the place in this video. I'm pretty jacked about this move. If you looked at our team last year, we finally broke through on offense. We had been wanting a top 10 offense for the longest time. We showed what the offense can do. And that was the year that the defense takes a lapse and our secondary got completely torn to shreds due to injury. Well, we addressed that today. And we paired Jalen Ramsey with Xavier Howard and Javon Allen and another player we might talk about here in a second in a Vic Fangio-led defense. This is a great trade. And as soon as the announcement came through that the Dolphins are close, they're in the works for this trade with the Rams to bring in Ramsey, instantly every fan goes, well, what's the compensation? How much is this going to cost? Because Jalen Ramsey can't come all that cheap. Well, then the compensation comes in, and this clearly looks like the Dolphins won the trade in regards to player for player, if you want to go that route. But man, the Rams just must want to get out of that salary. The Rams had come out and said, like, hey, we're open. We're going to be trading some guys. We're not trading Donald. We're not trading Cooper Kupp. But there are some guys that could be had. And everyone knew that Jalen Ramsey was that guy. But then if you look at what the Dolphins had to give up, a 2023 third rounder, which is number 77. That, remember, the Dolphins have 2 third-round picks. This is the earlier one of the 2. But regardless, a third-round pick in this year's draft. And then a backup tight end, Hunter Long, who didn't have a single reception last year. I was holding out hope for Hunter Long, was hoping that he showed a few things in blocking. Maybe things can come on here with another season. We don't have to worry about that anymore. And I do expect the Dolphins to address the tight end position in free agency as well here starting tomorrow, Monday, legal tampering day. But to get Jalen Ramsey, who I know that there's going to be people that say he's not in his prime, he's not the cornerback that he once was. But man, you pair him with Xavier Howard. And mind you, hopefully a healthy Xavier Howard. That was a big thing about Xavier Howard last year. The groins, the knee partway through the season. He wasn't playing healthy. He admitted that, hey, he didn't have a good season. He admitted that he was shocked that he made the Pro Bowl. That was the last thing that he thought was going to end up happening. But now you're putting a 28-year-old Jalen Ramsey with Xavier Howard, who's also a little bit aging. But now maybe you bring back Nick Needham and you got Kader Kohou and you've got Javon Holland already. What looked like was going to be kind of an area of position, a position group that we needed some growth from, that we needed a big step forward from. They got that boost today. And we look at Friday's restructurings and saying, hey, we had salary cap. We got some cap we can play around with now in free agency. And yeah, I think they're still going to try to be signing their in-house guys. And they're still going to be, I'm going to talk about some guys here in free agency yet that Vic Fangio likes. However, I still think that they're going to be active. That's not all of the money that we made in those contract restructurings. Not all of that is obviously going to Jalen Ramsey. So keep in mind that, yes, we're still going to be players. I'm looking at it now. So Jalen Ramsey is guaranteed $36.9 million over the next 2 years. Like I said, he's 28 years old. He'll be 29 during the season. But man, that's good money. That is really damn good money. But at the end of the day, that's not going to break our bank. We're still going to have some dollars to spend. And like I said, what is this doing? All of these contract restructurings, bringing in a stud cornerback like Jalen Ramsey, that's that commitment. We talked about it earlier in the week in the videos. The word of the week has been commitment, and it's commitment to Tua, and it's commitment to this team that, you know what, this is our window. We're going to compete. We see the Bills right now taking a couple of steps backwards. They're expected to lose Jordan Poyer. They're expected to lose Tremaine Edmonds. They already lost their defensive coordinator. This is our time. We are all in. We're giving up picks. We're giving up projects at tight end. We are restructuring contracts, and we are not scared to go all in and support Tua and make a run already in 2023. Now, I talked a little bit about free agency because I didn't have any insight on this trade before it actually happened, but since it has, I've gotten some insight that Vic Fangio has kind of a free agent offseason wish list, guys that he thought would fit his scheme, that he could really build around, that he could make this defense thrive with. with. Number one on that list was Jalen Ramsey. So the Miami Dolphins are showing commitment to Fangio too. It's like, you know what? We're coming in. You're the defensive coordinator. You're going to own that side of the ball. What do you need? We are going to give you the pieces needed for your scheme to be as good as it possibly can. So he got his number one guy. But the other guys that are on his list, and this is where I said, continue to watch a little bit in free agency here. We've been talking about this guy for a couple of weeks now. On his list at safety, Jordan Poyer. I know that he still wants a veteran safety. Brandon Jones is great and all, but we've talked about it all week. His skill set is a really good skill set, but it doesn't necessarily fit what Fangio is looking for. So yeah, he can be a piece, but Jordan Poyer is another name to keep an eye on at safety. And then if you're looking at linebackers, Vic Fangio has linebackers on his wish list, and he would want one of Bobby Wagner, David Long, or Levante David. So keep those names in mind as well, because Dolphins fans, like I said, we're not done spending yet. We restructured those contracts. We freed up that money. It is not over yet. So keep an eyes peeled on that. But that is the news really quick. I wanted to see. All right, that's I don't have anything new there. I thought maybe there was going to be some new information. But the Miami Dolphins have acquired Jalen Ramsey. We now have one of the most feared secondaries. Like I said, I'm going to just be rambling here. We went from that being a question mark with Xavier Howard's good, but he's getting a little bit older. And then we got Holland. We got Cole, who was flashed a little bit. What's going to happen with Needham? Hopefully we get a healthy Xavier Howard and not all the pressure is on him. We can alleviate some of that pressure with the likes of not just any cornerback, but a cornerback of Jalen Ramsey's talent and skill set and pedigree. So yeah, that's going to be something. And then I'll close on this. Jalen Ramsey and Tyreek Hill have a little bit of a history. So that's going to be some fun battles in training camp as well. Remember in the Pro Bowl when Tyreek got that pitch back and then Ramsey kind of just lit him up and everything? I'm sure there's going to be some stories told about that. But Dolphins fans, it's a great day. Get your celebratory beers out. Get ready for legal tampering to begin on Monday. Like I said, I'll be back throughout the whole week with every single recap from the Miami Dolphins free agent signings. But fireworks started early this year. I like I said, I keep going. Bradley Chubb, Tyreek Hill, and Jalen Ramsey all acquired essentially within the last year. This team is all in, and they are committed to Tua, and they are going all in with Tua, and it's something we all love to see. All right, I'll promise I'll cut it right there, but Dolphins fans, enjoy the rest of your day. Enjoy Legal Tampering Monday, and until next time, fins up.